All right. Hello, everyone. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel. Hashtag KTLC Sports Talk with your host, Justin P. It's episode 153. Make sure y'all check out episodes 151 and 152 right here on YouTube. And also check out my audio podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Same thing. Hashtag KTLC Sports Talk with your host, Justin P. Man, oh man, what a draft weekend. Starting from Thursday all the way up till Saturday. A lot went on. So much went on. I didn't even bother to mess with the NBA playoffs. We'll start with Thursday. Excuse me. The Jaguars shook up the draft by taking Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson. That was it's been a lot of talk about them taking him, so it wasn't a too much of a surprise. But we all thought Aiden Hutchinson. No way they pass on him. Is either Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau. They took neither one out. They took neither one of them. Uh, you know, Trent Baalke is always known for going with the upside over the finished product. I should say, because years ago he took Eldon Smith over J.J. Watt and Ryan Kerrigan. Guys like them. So Trayvon Walker, solid player, man. He was a beast in Georgia on that defensive line. With him, Devontae White, Jordan Davis, Quay Walker, Roquan Smith, Nakobe Dean, who went in the third round to the Eagles. I'll get to that. They don't, as the strain goes on. Uh, Channing Tindall, who else? Nolan Smith. They just, that Georgia front. So all five of them guys went in the first round, as to be expected. Also, and then at number two, Detroit Lions, man, they took Aiden Hutchinson. It was like, no way, like, man, shit, if Jacksonville ain't gonna take him, we're gonna take him. We watched this kid play in our backyard at University of Michigan. So, we were hoping they were gonna blow that. So, he's gonna be a plug and play defensive end. I think they run a 4-3 over there in Detroit. I believe so. Yeah, they run a 4-3. Aaron Glenn's a 4-3 guy. Yeah. So now you plug him on the other side, Trey Flowers. I think they still got him. Not too sure. But they got Julian Awari. I think this the kid out of Notre Dame. So they basically got themselves a 10 to 15 sack guy each year, man. Each year he's gonna be in the line and lead the league of sacks. He reminds you like of a Ryan Kerrigan, that same motor coming off the edge. So Detroit couldn't miss with that. They had a hell of a draft as well. And then number three, the Texans taking Derek Stingley Jr. We didn't see that coming. We all thought that would be like an edge rusher or offensive lineman, but they went Stingley, excuse me. Lovey Smith, he's a defensive guy. He need corners to run his system. So he like, man, I'm getting some people may like Sauce better, some people may like Derek better, but either way, you can't go wrong. One is 1A, 1B when it comes to corner. So they took Derek Stingley right there at number three. He's going to be their plug and play star for day one. Like I said, Lovey runs that cover two system, so you need a guy that can be able to, press at the line of scrimmage. Then at four, the very next pick, the Jets took Sauce Gardner. That's what type of nick? That's a slick nickname. You even heard the commissioner say, the Jets select Sauce Gardner, not Ahmad, Sauce Gardner. So like I said, another defensive minded head coach with Robert Saleh. He plays a cover three scheme. So you're gonna need those corners that can play man to man coverage and can press and can get in and out their breaks. So Sauce is 6'3", I believe, 205 pounds. Good size corner, like how Richard Sherman is. Richard Sherman 6'3", 210. So similar body builds. But like I said, the Jets need a DB help bad. Like I said, you look at their current corners like Bryce Hall. They picked up DJ Reed from Seattle. That was a good pick up. And the other corners, Isaiah Johnson's okay. Got two other guys that are all right, but They need to get him out of God. There was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that was an excellent pick right there. For the Jets actually won the trade in my opinion. So the very next pick, Kayvon Thibodeau goes to the Giants. You know, yeah, no, he went to my five. Yes, he went to my five. Good pick. They needed edge rush. They could have went corner, but well, at that point, the two best corners are off the board. So they're like, fuck it, let's go edge rush. They took Kayvon Thibodeau. They need edge rush help bad. Now you pair him up with Azeez Ojulari, their second round pick what he took last year. Lennon Williams up front, Dexter Lawrence, guys like that. So yeah, hopefully Wink don't mess that kid up and have him dropping in the coverage, covering tight ends 20 yards down the field. Just let that kid rush the pass, and I think he should be a perennial Pro Bowler. At number 6, the Panthers had decisions to make right here. They quarterback, they want tackle, but they looking like we like this quarterback class, but we don't love it to reach at 6. So we're gonna get the offensive tackle. We took Iggy Aquanu, tackle at SEC. Sorry, my allergies. So yeah, they like me, this quarterback class. Like, and then they were right. Like only one quarterback was selected in the first round. That hasn't happened in a very, very long time. So they wouldn't shore up the left side. They figured we can get a quarterback later, which they did. And trading for traded back up to third, got Matt Corral. So then, because they had to get the offensive line because Cam Irvin's more of a guard, than a left tackle. So no disrespect to him, solid player out of Florida State, national champion. But yeah, they need to solidify that left tackle. They have a good left tackle since Jordan Gross retired. So excuse me, number 6, the lineman won again. You had Evan Neal going to the Giants. Like I said, so you can play left or right tackle. You got Andrew Thomas at your left tackle. Slide him at right tackle. Plug and play. Now you got 2 bookend tackles from the SEC. So Daniel Jones, they declined his option. I guess they want to see, him prove himself this year because each year he did. Excuse me. Each year he did statistically get worse. So they were going to look like, hey, man, you got to prove it to us, man. We even got you some linemen. We even got you, we trying to build you a defense. And, we got the weapons galore for you. So, hey, is do it now or never. So they took Evan Neal at 7, which was a good pick. The best offensive lineman in the draft. Some people say might be E, but I think it's Evan Neal. Number 8, the Falcons. Like I said, we thought some people thought quarterback, some people thought edge rusher, but I knew they were going wide receiver because Calvin Ridley is out for the whole year. Yes, y'all already know. So Cal Pitts can't catch the ball every single play. So it just wasn't going to happen. So they went and took Drake London. Me personally, I thought they was going to take Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson's more explosive. But they figure, they have 2 twin towers out there, 6'5" guys, 6'6". Mariota could throw it up to him, when he get in trouble. But either way, I knew they were going wide receiver. That was a pretty good pick right there. Then at number 9, Seattle. Like I said, they, all the corners were off the wall. They had Trent McDuffie, but they weren't going to take him at 9. So they figured, like, we're going to go tackle right here, build the line up, the will get a quarterback. They got Drew Lock shit the bed this year. They're not expected to go nowhere this year, honestly. So if he shits the bed this year, they'll get a quarterback next year. The quarterback will come into a team with 2 solid receivers for the time being. I think they're going to keep Metcalf. 2 tackles. Like I said, they drafted Charles Cross in the first round. Excuse me. Abraham Lucas in the second. They had no left or right tackle. And then Kenneth Walker, they drafted him. They drafted Boyd Mafia. They drafted a lot of good players. So I think Drew Lock is going to be the starter. They said him and Geno competing, but he's going to beat him out, no problem. Geno wasn't impressive last year. And I was a huge fan of him coming out of West Virginia, but nah. So they took Charles Cross, number 9, solidified their left tackle spot. Number 10, Jets killed it again, man. Woo. Garrett Wilson. They're like, okay, Atlanta, you gonna pass up on them? Well, Drake London, cool. We taking them right here. Give Zach weapons. I mean, look. Give Zach Wilson the weapons, man. Give him the weapons. Now he has Corey Davis. He has Elijah Moore. Now he has Garrett Wilson, C.J. Uzama, Jeremy Ruckert, who they took in the third round. Denzel Mims, still waiting on him to develop. I think now, they got they got competition now for him, so now I think he'll step his game up. But yeah, the Jets, man, Joe Douglas, slowly but surely trying to get this team back to a competitive team. And 11, the Saints traded up, I believe. Yeah, they did traded up. They took Chris Olave. So back-to-back picks, the Ohio State kids went off the board. I thought he would like be there at 16, but you know, you know how things go. They traded up, went and got him. So pair him up with Michael Thomas, Ohio State guy. Got Traquan Smith and all that, and then Jameis got a weapon to throw too. Number 12, the Lions traded up from 32 to 12 with the Vikings, which is rare. You rarely see teams in the same division trading with each other, especially in the draft. So they slid back to 32. I'm guessing they got they got an extra day 2 pick. The Lions took Jamison Williams, good pick. Like I said, took Aiden. They addressed the defense first with Aiden and Hutchinson. Well, now let's get Jared Goff some help, man. Like he's not a bad quarterback. Everybody trying to paint that picture of him because without Sean McVay, he can't do this and that. Like, look, man, he took the team to the Super Bowl. They didn't win it, but he got him there. Like, they could say if Sean McVay gave him the plays and told him told him where to throw the ball, and then he still had to make plays and execute. So, you gotta give him some credit. So they took Jameson Williams right there, number 12. Like I said, the Lions are not expected to be a serious contender here. You never know. This is a wild NFL, but if I had to put my money down, Detroit would not be a playoff team. So now he can sit back and rehab fully and, come back 100%. They got DJ Chalk, who they picked up and free agency from the Jags. Omar St. Brown, who played pretty good, coming out of USC. He had a decent year. So it's a 6th-round pick. Josh Reynolds, former Ram and Titan. They got Hawkinson. They picked up another tight end too. So like I said, they ain't gonna run the ball probably DeAndre Swift. So then when he comes back full healthy, that's just definitely gonna make them a more electric offense. Like I said, he is a game changer. He's like a world class sprinter. Playing receiver. If he'd have ran his 4, it would have easily been sub 4.3 enough. Easy. That's how fast that kid is. James Williams could fly, man. Number 13, who picked? I want to say the Texans. Yeah, they picked. They took Kenyon Green, guard tackle out of Texas A&M. They needed some help on the O-line. That's why they were saying they, had them taking Evan Neal, one of them guys at 3. They said, no, we're going to get Stingley because Stingley not going to be there the next time we pick. They took Kenyon Green. It was a little early for him. He was just mid-20s, but, they kind of a little bit reach for him, but it wasn't a bad reach. I can plug him in at right tackle. They got what's in there on the back. Left tackle. What's the Larry Tunsil, what they traded on him picks for. So you got 2 good tackles for David Mills, and then like I said, they had a good draft as well. And at 14, the Ravens. They let the man child Cal Hamilton slip down to him because he didn't run 4.4, 4.3. He ran 4.6. So you take him best player available, man. He was probably considered a top 5 pick, one of the best players in the league. I mean, one of the best players in the college league. I should say, my bad. So you get a top 5 pick at 14, man. Like I said, you plug him in Mike McDonald's system. Yeah, we got Chuck Clark and all that. Now it's the rumor that we supposed to be shipping him. But even if we don't, Chuck can play in a box like a sub linebacker, nickel and dime. We play a lot of nickel and dime because it's a passing league. So he can play down the box and Kyle Hamilton and Marcus Williams do their thing. It's the first time in a long time since we had 2 young good safeties. Normally we'll have 2 old guys back there, 1 young guy, 1 old guy. Now we got 2 young free safeties. 2 young safeties that we can have for the next 5 years. maybe longer. So and then in 15, the Eagles took Big Jordan Davis out of Alabama. Great pick, because like I said, Spencer, what's his name? I said Spencer, I'm tripping. Fletcher Cox, Fletcher Cox. He's not gonna be there next year, so that was a good pick for them as well. He get the line from one of the best defensive tackles in this decade, a future Hall of Famer for sure. Then once he, he bows out, you plug him in there right there with Javon Hargrave. Now the Eagles got a mean, like the Eagles, they like the Giants. Every time they got a mean pass rush, they're a serious threat. Because right now they got Fletcher Cox, Hargrave, Josh Sweat, Dak Barnett. Then they got guys like Milton Williams coming in. You got Jordan Davis. They got a front four you could rotate in and out, man. It's remarkable. So good job of Howie. He finally getting it right. He ain't keep taking on receivers that he already took. So Philly had a pretty good draft as well. Then 16, I believe this was the Saints. I was second round pick. Yeah, they took Trevor Penning, tackle out of Northern Iowa. They're gonna probably plug him in right tackle and move Ryan Ramczyk to the left, or vice versa. I'm not sure. I don't follow the Saints like that, so I don't know. But it's a good move nevertheless, because like I said, they need help at tackle bad. Tyron Armstead's gone, so they need somebody to play the kick out there. So that's what I'm assuming, that they're going to slide Trevor Penning over the right and slide Ryan Ramczyk over the left. The way James Winston, got his blind side covered. On number 17, the Chargers took Zion Johnson, guard out of Boston College, can play guard, tackle, center, can play all over the offensive line, just like Kenyon Grant, who the Texans took 15. Great, solid player. So like I said, they need the help up there. Like I said, Brian Balaga, he's a free agent. I don't know. Somebody may pick him up or he may retire. But you can slide him right over there, the right tackle. Now you got, excuse me, my allergies. Rashad Slater at left tackle. Zion Johnson at right tackle for the Chargers. You got to keep Justin Herbert upright from getting hit. So that was a good pick by Tom Telesco. And at 18, that was the Titans traded for that pick. They traded A.J. Brown. So they took Traylon Burks. They had to. You trade away one big receiver, you draft another one for much cheaper, Traylon Burks. And his player comp by Darren Jeremiah was A.J. Brown. 6'3", 230 pounds, ran sub 4.5. He's a beast at Arkansas, man. Catch everything. So that was a solid pick by them. Then at 19, who had 19? Oh, that was, I think, 19. 19. Oh, yeah. That was, I think that was Washington. I'm mistaken. They took, the Washington trade up. Yeah, they took Jahad Dotson. Yeah, wide receiver out of, was it Penn State? Yeah, they took him. Yeah, that was a good pick. They traded up. They traded back and traded back up to get him. So, the receiver was a big need, but I didn't think they were gonna get him. But he's a burner for sure. He definitely can. You pair him with Curtis Samuel, Denami Brown, and then Ty McCline. We don't know what's gonna happen with that. Like you've seen, A.J. Brown get traded. He may get traded next. You never know if he do get traded. ADC put that word in. Yeah, because he liked that. But yeah, so they took Jahad Brown. I think Jahad Dawes. I think that was at 19 or something. But number 20, Pittsburgh Steelers took the kid that was right in their backyard, Kenny Pickett. Won the ACC. ACC Player of the Year. Man, threw 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. He fits the Pittsburgh mold. Got the 2 gloves. They say his hand's small, but the kid is a winner. He's a baller. So, they like, man, we already, I know Tomlin like Malik Willis, he's trying, support the brother, man. But like, this one don't cool with the other man. Just having fun with that. But yeah, Took Kenny Pickett, like I said, he's gonna come into a great situation. Steelers offensive lines be revamped. They took another tackle, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Took George Pickens. They went and got Miles Boykin. So they know how to get the best out of receivers. So he's gonna have some targets to throw to. Najee Harris in the backfield. So Texans and the Steelers defense always gonna be top of the league with T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward. So that was a good pick right there. That was the first quarterback took it out the draft. Number 21. Who at 21? I think that's New England. They traded back. Yeah, they traded back. Kansas City traded up. You got Trent McDuffie. That was a good big pick. Like I said, they need help at corner. They got L'Jarius Sneed. I think Rashawn Fenton is a free agent. So you pair him right there, plug him. They got Mike Hughes, who they had from who they traded from Minnesota. So they needed help just on defense. Of course, they needed help with Tariq using Tyreek Hill, but they got some receivers, and then they took Sky Moore in the second round, which was a good pick. So he's gonna be a ball. And then at 22, sorry, 22 Packers took Quay Walker, I believe. Yeah, linebacker, Georgia national champion. N'Kobe Dean was better about him, but N'Kobe Dean having that shoulder, it kind of messed him up. That's why he went to the third round. They were like, want no receiver ready to reach on at that point. All of them were gone. So they just said, we go defense, go receiver second round. And then at 23, well, who traded up in front of us? I know, we got the 23rd, but yeah. We traded up. We traded Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals for the 23rd pick. Yeah, and took Tyler Linderbaum. That was a good pick right there. No, it was 22. I'm sorry. Took Tyler Linderbaum. The Chiefs took him. Yeah, 23. That was a good pick. Like I said, we already took Kyle Hamilton, the best safety in the draft. You get the best center in the draft. Flat out, man. That was stealing candy from a baby EDC, man. He killed this draft, man. He did his thing, man. He got like 4 or 5 starters out of this whole draft, and a couple guys is going to contribute right away. Didn't address receiver like we wanted to, but like I said, we got some guys in the house that can do some things. They just give him more opportunity. Then we'll probably trade and get a veteran. That way he can playoff time. We'll have a guy with some experience. You don't want to go in the playoff with a bunch of guys who never actually played in a playoff game or actually active during the playoff game. So we'll EDC not finished. And like I said, the rest of the first round, Vikings took Lois Kine. There's no particular order. I'm just breaking it down. Vikings took Lois Kine. Good pick. Patriots took Cole Strange. I didn't really get that. He would have been there in the third round. Who else went? Bengals took Dax Hill, safety, corner out of Michigan. The Packers again took Devontae Wyatt. So flat out beast. And then Jets traded back up into the first, took Jermaine Johnson. Good pick. But overall, man, this was a good draft, man. The Jets had a good draft. They took Brees Hall second round. They got Jeremy Ruckert. They took Travis Jones. Texans, they took John Mechie third. In the third round, they got Christian Harris. Like even the Dolphins, that was a good pick. Getting Channing Tindall in the third. He's gonna plug right in the start. And then Pittsburgh got George Pickens in the second, man. I'm like, you bastards. That was a good pick. So overall this draft, man. My draft winners are the Lions, Jets, Texans, Ravens. Philly did good as well because trading for AJ Brown was key. That was a good pick as well. Well, that's it, everyone. Make sure y'all tune in later on. Couch Roy Report gonna be live. Just gonna get his whole thought process on the draft, and what else do we need to address? Now the draft is over, so you all be great on your way to the figure 8. And always remember to make sure you hashtag KTSA. Keep that same energy. I'm your host, Justin P. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out.